Okay, and here is part 2 of my Civilization 5 Gods and Kings LP. For those of you who've missed my first one, part 1, which basically spanned from turn 1 to turn 50, the link to the first video is up on the screen right now. And just to recap for those of you who watched for part 1, I left off where I was just about to kill this barbarian encampment right here, thus giving me the chance to ally Kathmandu, a cultural city-state which has gems and hopefully is going to provide me tons of culture. And I intend to play culturally as a Sweden here. Yeah, I was just about to ally Singapore. I was just like 11 away from becoming their ally. I could ally them right now, but I don't need to. I mean, I'd have to spend like 250 gold on that, and I don't really need the extra resource, the extra luxury resources. My happiness is fine. What I do want to focus on is, at the moment at least, is to ally Kathmandu and eventually the Vatican and Wittenberg, two faith city-states. Once they give me their faith bonus, I can start, I'll be well on my way to founding a religion. And that's what I want to do. I want to sort of found a religion first, spread it like mad, get all the bonuses of culture and happiness from that, and then that'll allow me to expand really fast and stay large. The Vatican gave me a quest where they want me to, they want any civilization which has discovered them to make a lot of culture. So the civilization that has the most culture in 28 turns now will get a huge influence boost with them. And at the moment I have the lead, and that's hopefully I will be able to maintain that lead once I ally with Kathmandu. Okay, so this scout was exploring. He's almost gonna die here, and I've discovered Venice. And Venice is a maritime city-state. Maritime city-states, unlike cultural or mercantile or faith city-states, give you food. So, also pretty useful city-state to ally here, since they have silver. And it's not too hard playing as Sweden allying a bunch of city-states, because you basically your perks are set around making tons of city-state friends by gifting them great people and stuff. Okay. An unknown player has entered the classical era. Let's just see what I'm researching, just to remember. Animal husbandry.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
I won't muzzle any ox. Okay. Let's see. So that's supposed to reveal horses. Horses are pretty useful because A, they give you a strategic resource that lets you build cavalry, so horsemen and knights and stuff. And at the same time, once you've built a pasture on a tile that includes a horse, that gives you +1 production in a city if you have a stables in it. Okay. Excellent. So I just cleared this encampment of the barbarian that was inside it, and I got a 12 influence. You have killed a group of barbarians near Kathmandu. They are grateful, and your influence with them has increased by 12. So now I'm friends with them. My influence is 39. To become their ally, I need to have 60 influence. So I'm not so far away. As soon as I march this archer into this encampment, I will be allies with them, and that should be awesome. But as friends, I still get somewhat of a bonus. It says, as a cultural city-state, they give you rare works of art. +3 culture per turn. That's because I'm friends. If I'm allied, I'll get, I think, 6 culture per turn. So it's much better to be allied with them. And also, if you're allied, they give you any luxury resources that they have nearby. So they're gems. Unmet players enter the classical era. Okay. Let's open up our technology tree and see what we can research now. Construction is always nice because it gives you coliseums, gives you happiness, and then lets you upgrade your archers to composite bowmen, which are a new unit in Gods and Kings. Definitely something I want to have lots of. But I think I'm just going to go with the wheel for now. Okay. And let's just heal up here. And move this worker that I captured from. See, there was in the last video there was a barbarian camp near Singapore that I cleared, and the barbarians had captured a worker that belonged to Singapore. And then I had, not Singapore, sorry, the Vatican City. And I had the the option to return the unit or take it for myself. And if I'd returned it, I would have had like 45 influence with them, which would have made them my friends and gave me a nice faith bonus. But I decided to just, hold on to it and keep it because I'm low on workers and I want to sort of improve Stockholm fast. And citizen management. There are a bunch of tiles that are unimproved, and I'm missing out on some extra food and stuff. Okay, so I've unlocked a social policy now, and I'm definitely going to go with collective rule to get my first settler. It gives me speeds the training of settlers by 50% in the capital city, and a free settler appears near the capital. Yes. Okay, so here we go. I have a settler, and I'm going to expand west because there isn't much room. Eventually, I'm going to expand here as well, but I want to go west first to make sure that these guys don't box me out. Theodora and Haile Selassie. Okay, so the computer thinks that this is a good spot to expand, and I do agree with them somewhat. Thing is, there's a nice mountain here. The mountains are useful because if you have a city and adjacent tile to a mountain, you get a special building later on with astronomy called the observatory, which gives you plus 50% to science. And also, if you are within 2 tiles of a mountain, there are special wonders like I don't know how you pronounce that, Machu Picchu, and later on another German wonder, I can't remember what it was called, I think it's Neuschwanstein or something. And those are special wonders that you can only build if you're close to a mountain. So it's always useful to build near a mountain because of those advantages. But having said that, there's a river here, and remember, you always want to stick to rivers because they're a freshwater source, which gives you tons of food bonus to farms. Special buildings like the watermill and hydroelectric plant, which gives you +1 production on every tile adjacent to a river later on in the game. So I have to think a little. I'm definitely going to move in this direction first, and make sure you have an escort with your settlers and workers, as I mentioned in the last video, because you don't want barbarians to sort of capture them, because they can easily capture a non-military unit instantly if there's no military unit with it. Okay, what to build in Stockholm? Well, I'm doing fine in terms of happiness, and I want to expand fast. Okay, hold on. How am I doing militarily? 4th in military. I'm not too far behind in military. It's pretty good. I'm going to build another settler so I can expand fast. It's going to piss off Ethiopia. I'll box them out. Who gives a crap? Okay, so now I'm going to march into this barbarian camp, and that should make me their ally. You have dispersed a villainous barbarian encampment and recovered 25 gold from it. And yes, encampment cleared for Kathmandu. You have successfully destroyed the barbarian encampment as requested by Kathmandu. Your influence over them has increased by 50. Influence over Kathmandu has increased to the point where you are now allies. And as I mentioned, before it was +3 per turn when I was friends with them, and now it is +6 per turn, so that's perfect. So now I'm making +12 culture per turn. My next policy will be unlocked in 15 turns. I might as well say this just in case people who've never played this game. I know that in the last video I said I wouldn't make this too vanilla, as in I won't go over every little tiny detail that a new player would like to know about. But I will say this: social policies are excellent perks that you can unlock for your civilization, which give you nice different advantages, and you unlock them basically by gathering culture, and culture is gathered in various ways. You can get them through city-states, which gives you a boost to culture by becoming their allies, or by building certain buildings like monuments, amphitheaters, opera houses, museums, etc. Even religion, certain religious beliefs give you cultural bonuses. Okay, next turn. Haile Selassie has entered the classical era. Now what that basically means is, I'll explain to you in a sec when the turn ends. Okay, so what that basically means, I'll open the technology tree here, is the game is divided into different eras. Each era comprises of a certain amount of technologies. As soon as you research a technology that belongs to a different era, here you can see that it's divided. Like there's a fine line right here down this part of the screen, and that divides ancient era from classical era. That means any technology after this line is considered a classical era technology. And then the same goes for medieval. Anything after this line over here is medieval. So as soon as you have one technology under classical era, that means this box right here, you become in the classical era. And advancing through eras has its advantages, but at the same time it has its disadvantages. And I'll explain that as we go along and advance. But in the early going, it doesn't really matter. Later on, it does make a difference when you're trying to use faith to build missionaries and inquisitors. Again, I won't get into the details of that in case people haven't played this game or something. I don't want to lose anyone here. But basically, there are eras, and you advance through eras by researching technologies. If I research, right now I can research construction, for example. Or no, I can't. I have to have the wheel. But as soon as I have construction, for example, I have classical era unlocked. You either do that by unlocking a technology in that era, or what you can do is you basically unlock every single technology in the previous era. So if I unlock sailing, writing, trapping, the wheel, I will have had every single technology in the ancient era, and that will automatically advance me to the classical era, even if I don't have any technologies researched from the classical era. I thought I'd just clear that up. Okay, continue. I should probably heal this guy up and continue exploring west. And as you can see, I've explored quite a bit of the minimap, a bunch of juicy city-states in my vicinity. Alright, I keep moving my settler, and now they're asking me to settle here. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Keep exploring. Oh, there's another city-state here. You can see, even if I haven't officially discovered them, I know that there's a city-state here because of the border, the black and green dotted line. That means it's worthwhile moving my spearmen in that direction so I can discover them and see maybe they might give me some quests and stuff. Okay, move my archer back to Stockholm. Actually, I'll move him over here in case Haile Selassie tries any monkey business. Okay, next turn. Score. Score is not usually a very important indicator of how well you're doing. I mean, it kind of gives you an idea of whether you're doing good or bad. But in the early going, especially, it's not very informative. Okay. So where to plop this city? Now, a very important rule in Civilization 5 is what I'd like to call the rule of three tiles. When you plop a city down, you can work any tile within 3 hexes away from the tile that the city is placed on. So let me turn on the hex grid here. So Stockholm is on this tile right here. That means I can work any tile within 3 tiles from Stockholm. So I can work this tile, I can work this tile, I can work this tile, but I wouldn't be able to work this tile, for example, because it's 4 tiles away. I could work this tile because it's 1, 2, 3 tiles away. I wouldn't be able to work this one, for example. You get the idea. To work a tile, you have to have it within your cultural border right here. As you can see, this nice big yellow line demarcates my cultural border. And you expand your cultural border either by buying tiles, which costs money. That's not usually a very good idea unless if you're in a rush. Like, let's say now I settle a city near Addis Ababa. I might want to start buying tiles just to make sure he doesn't grab them first. That's one way of getting tiles, by buying them. The other way is by having a ton of culture in that city. So as you can see here, culture is +6. After a set number of turns, you unlock another tile. Here it says 14 turns until border growth. So in 14 turns, either this tile, or this tile will be unlocked and will be part of my cultural border, meaning that I can work that tile. And by working that tile, I know I promised I wouldn't go into newbie stuff and talk about all the basics, but you know what? Might as well. Heck, that's why people usually like my videos. It's because I go to the very details and help out new people. So by working a tile, what I basically mean is you have it selected in the citizen management screen, and by having it selected, you're reaping the benefits of it. So you can tell if you're working a tile by this little green icon here, this icon of a citizen right here. So right now I'm working this tile, the plantation, this tile, this tile, this tile, and this tile. That means I'm reaping all the benefits from the current yield of that tile. So this tile, for example, gives me +1 food, +1 production, +3 gold, and 1 culture. This is a very nice tile. This tile, which I am working, is not improved. I don't have a farm here or anything to make it better, so I'm only getting +2 food and 1 gold. Okay. Now you can you can see that I still have other tiles, but the thing is blacked out or grayed out. That means I'm not working it. So even though it says +2 hammers, which is production, which you use to build buildings and units, even though it says +2 production, I'm not actually getting +2 production. I'm only making 11.5 here. It's unselected. But say if I were to select it, look, it says 13.5 now because I got +2 hammers from here. So it's all about juggling around the tiles that you want to work based on what you want in that city. So even though I got +2 production now, my food is 0. So my city's not growing, it's stagnation. That means the number of citizens in Stockholm will not increase. And that's not something I want. You always want to grow your cities, as I mentioned in the last video, because you get more science, more tiles to work, etc. So when you grow a city, you get an extra citizen. That extra citizen can then be allocated to a tile. So once I have 6 citizens, I'll have one more green circle to put a citizen in. So I'll be able to. So now I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I have 5 citizens here. Once this becomes 6 citizens, I'll have an extra green little circle to add into my sphere here and work. And so by having more citizens, I can basically have more things to add to food production, gold, science, etc. Okay. Unemployed citizens. Here, you never want to have unemployed citizens because they're pretty useful. Unemployed citizens only give you +1 production. So the only reason I have unemployed citizens is because I started unselecting all these tiles. So by unselecting them, by unselecting all 5 of my tiles, I have 5 unemployed citizens, which are pretty crappy. They're not giving me much of a benefit to Stockholm. So I want to select useful tiles. Keep an eye on the left as I select these nice tiles. The plantations, see my gold's going up, my culture's going up, my food's going up, stuff like that. Okay. And that's okay. It's still stagnant now, even though I should have a surplus of food because I'm building a settler. When you build a settler, your city doesn't grow, and that's something that you can't do much about. Okay. So now where to put the city? As I mentioned, there's always the rule of 3. I want to put this in a spot where I can grab as many nice tiles as possible. If I put the city right here, it'll be on a river, and these horses, deer, which gives you a food bonus with a granary, the stone over here, these horses, these dyes, even these spices, this tile which contains cattle will all be within my sphere of influence. So I'm definitely going to build it right here. This is an excellent spot. Also, if I go into the strategic view, which I like, if I build it here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 hills within range of that city, which means that it can also become not only grow very fast. If I build mines there, I can get tons of production and make it a very useful city. So this is an excellent spot, providing I can steal these 2 tiles from Addis Ababa before he can get them. In multiplayer, if he had seen me build a city here, he'd either attack me instantly, or he'd buy the tiles that contain the hills. Anyway. I've discovered Mombasa, which is a maritime city-state. They have incense, and because I'm not the first to discover them, they only give me 15 gold rather than 30 gold, and that's a reason why you want to explore early on, so you can be the first person to discover city-states and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put this scout on this hill here, and then I'm gonna heal him up next turn. Okay, I'm at Mombasa. The citizens of Mombasa have become uneasy at the presence of a nearby barbarian encampment, so they basically want me to kill this encampment, and then I can become good friends with them. We'll see. Alright. Do nothing. Space key is the hotkey for that. Okay. And voila, Sigtuna. First thing I want to do before anything is buy these 2 tiles to make sure Haile Selassie doesn't grab them before I do. And these contain hills. Hills are perfect tiles are good tiles because you can build mines in them, and mines give you tons of production. Oh, and there's another hill here, so I might want to. So I've jacked a lot of useful terrain from him, and this is gonna piss him off a lot. He's definitely gonna approach me now and be like, "Stop buying so many tiles." Oh, just to add salt to his injury. And that's another reason why you might want to hold on to your gold in the early going and not instantly spend it, because you never know when gold's always useful, and it's nice to always have some gold. I'm gonna go with a monument here just to build up my culture. And this worker that I captured from the Vatican City is just in time to buy another one. Buy this tile here to work this dye tile over here. Okay, there's a barbarian camp here, so I'm gonna move my. I'll keep him here for now. Okay, let's move my archer towards this camp. Maybe he can kill it off and see what happens next turn. Oh, he has a great general because he unlocked that great general from honor. Once you unlock the warrior code, you get a great general. There's no way he got that from combat. Okay, let me heal up the scout here, so he doesn't get captured or anything. Okay, keep exploring. And I'm going to ask this worker to build this dye plantation here, which can give me another +4. You get +4 happiness from every luxury resource. If you have more than one luxury resource, that surplus can be traded away with another civilization for gold or anything else. But you basically only get +4 happiness from every luxury resource. And as you can see here, it says I get 16 total happiness from all sources, +4 from having at least one source of the following luxury resources. I get +4 from spices. So even though I have 2 spices, I'm only getting +4 once. The other spice I've already traded with Wuzichan in the first video I made. If you go to Diplomacy Overview, and then you click on Deal History, this is another very useful overview. You can see what current deals you have. So on turn 47, it's turn 56 now, I gave Wuzichan spices, and she gave me 240 gold in return. Each deal only lasts for 30 turns. After 30 turns, if you don't renew the deal, it gets cancelled. You can't cancel the deal before 30 turns. So this is another nice menu to keep your eye on, and here it shows you your completed deals. So on turn 14, Ethiopia gave me an embassy, Byzantium gave me an embassy, all these guys gave me embassies. Okay, and then here you can look at your relationships. You can see what sort of luxury resources a civilization has, how much gold they have, their score, and then city-states, any luxury resources they have, your relationship with them. Here you can see that I'm friends with Singapore and allies with Kathmandu. Blue is allies, green is friends. So very nice menu. You should always keep your eye on these menus when you're not doing anything else more important. The Temple of Artemis has been built in a faraway land. The Temple of Artemis gives you +10% to your food output in every city, and it gives you production bonus to archery units. Okay, so built the wheel. Wheel's nice because it lets you build roads between your cities, and that lets you get trade routes up, and that gives you gold. I'll get into that later. Okay, let's continue exploring. Looks like this is a dead end here. Okay. The wheel. What should I research next? Let's go for... Writing is nice. You can build libraries and stuff. Okay. Okay. Next turn. So Sigtuna is going to grow in 6 turns. Stockholm is stagnant. It's not growing because I'm building a settler. My next settler is probably going to be somewhere over here. Okay, so I finished the sugar plantation, and now I got another +4 happiness. So I was +4 last turn, now I'm +8. And as you can see, it's because I have +4 from spices and +4 from sugar. Alright, so this tile is not being worked. Screw this tile. Let's go for this tile because it gives me not only +2 food, but +2 food, 3 gold, and 1 culture, which is much better than this tile, which I was working. Now I'm also working these 2 tiles, but they're potentially better if I build farms on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my worker here and build a farm. Okay, another player entered the classical era. Okay, waiting orders. Okay. Let's move towards this little encampment over here. Did someone ask for me to destroy this encampment? Because if no one has asked, I might as well not kill it yet, because eventually I'm sure that they'll give me a quest to kill it off, and then I can get the influence from it. Okay, so I've cleared Another cool thing about Civ is that when you clear a forest, like there was a forest tile on top of this die which I had to clear in order to build a plantation. But when you clear a forest, it gives you a production bonus to the nearest city, and that can be pretty useful for rushing wonders. Oh, this has been killed. Okay, there's no barbarian encampment there. Okay. Oh look, Haile Selassie just founded another city. Funny how he didn't approach me and ask me to piss off, because that's what the AI usually does when you expand too close to them. I've pretty much blocked them off. I might as well block them off here, can I? No, it's 4 tiles away. I can't build it. I can't buy that tile here. Okay, next turn. Public declaration from Ethiopia. They're protecting the Vatican. You know what, buddy? I'll protect them too. When you protect them, not only do you get plus 10 influence, well, eventually you get plus 1 influence until it rests at 10. But if anyone else basically bullies them and asks for tribute, which is something you can do, excuse me, they might ask you to denounce them, or just show your support for because you are protecting them, and that means if anyone tries to bully them, you're supposed to step in and stop the bullying. Okay, so Kathmandu just finished building an improvement on the building a mine on these gems, and now because I'm their ally, they give me the gems, and now I went from plus 8 happiness to plus 12 happiness. So that's excellent. Okay, so in one more turn, I'm gonna have a settler, and I'm gonna build that settler. I'm gonna build that city somewhere over here. Oh, nice, another river. That's good. So I can probably build it here. That would be a nice spot, because there's a mountain, river, and then let's open a strategic view. Some grasslands, hills, cattle. Are those spices in range if I build it here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, spices, cattle, stones, spices here as well. Excellent. Definitely, this is going to be my spot. The Great Library has been built. Building wonders is pretty important, but that's not something I like to focus on. That's just not my style of play. I like to expand fast, at least to Sweden. Okay, Venice. They had a quest somewhere. Your cultural growth was not enough. Oh, that's because I only discovered them late. If I had discovered them earlier, I think I would have won that quest. They basically want civilization to make the most culture. I think the Vatican City wants culture. Yeah. They will reward the player with the largest cultural growth. So far, you have the lead with 166. So in 16 turns, I'll have a nice big boost with them. Okay, choose production. So I finished a settler. Okay. Should I build another military unit? 4th in military. I'm not too far behind Muzichan. So I could probably build... Should I go for another settler? No. The thing about expanding too fast is that if you build a lot of cities fast and you don't have enough workers to improve them, it kind of puts a toll on your economy and your happiness. So you don't want to expand way too fast. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the pyramids. Is a nice choice. What's my production? 7 production, but I could build mines here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the pyramids. Why not? I'm doing okay in terms of military. Okay. Finished a monument here. Let's go with an archer just to stay safe. Okay. I'm gonna send that settler over there. Okay. After I finish this farm, I'm gonna build some mines on these hills to rush this pyramid to help me build the pyramid. Oh, perfect! Excellent. Kathmandu. Okay, finish writing. Kathmandu desires the pyramids. So if it's at 70. My influence with them is at 77, and it goes down by 1 every turn, as you can see here. It says each turn your influence with them will change by -1 until it rests at 10, and it only rests at 10 because I'm protecting them. I'm pledging. I'm protecting them. So it's at 77 now. So in 17 turns or 18 turns, I won't be allies with them anymore. But if I build the pyramids, see it says here quests, they want you to build the pyramids and they want porcelain. If I build the pyramids, that's going to give me a huge bonus boost to my influence with them again, and that'll maintain my status as their ally. So pyramids, definitely a good idea. And also, the pyramids, as you can see here, it says tile improvement construction speed increased by 25%. So that's a long-term investment throughout the game. My workers will build tiles. They'll build improvements like farms and mines much faster. And more importantly, it gives me 2 free workers near Stockholm, and that'll let me expand fast by because as I said earlier, if you build cities too fast, they don't have workers to improve their tiles. It's a drawback. So if I can get those 2 free workers, that's a good idea. It's a nice boost because it costs like 10 turns to build a worker in the early game. And I don't want to waste you know valuable production time building workers. Also, Pyramid synergizes very nicely with citizenship, because citizenship, which is the first social policy I unlocked in the last video, gives you tile improvement construction rate increased by 25%, and a worker appears near the city. So, plus 25% from citizenship, plus 25% from pyramids. My workers are awesome. Okay, so Sigtuna has grown. Let's open it up and see what I can build, what I can work. If I select this, I'm making more gold and culture. I like culture. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this, even though it means if I go with +2 food here rather than 1 food here, Sigtuna grows in 12 turns. Whereas if I go with the plantation, I get more culture, and it grows in 23 turns. That's okay. I finished building this plantation here, so my happiness has gone up because I now have dyes as well. I'm gonna build a farm on this wheat, and that should give me a nice boost to my food output in Sigtuna and should make it grow faster. I'm gonna ask this the blue guard to heal up. I'm gonna continue exploring. Oh my god, this is excellent. One, 2, 3, and I also have salt. So this is a superb location for my 3rd city. Okay. Yeah, they want the pyramids. I know. Okay. What do I need here? Anything specific? Finish writing. Okay. Let's go with sailing. The reason why I'm going for sailing is because I realize there's whales over here and then crabs over here. I can expand the city here. And I'm going to need sailing pretty soon. Oh, this is an excellent spot right here. This is going to make an awesome location because there's marble and then a ton of sea resources. Sea resources are awesome. Okay. Next turn. Yeah. So I finished my farm here. Let's build another farm here. Venice is under attack. They want me to kill barbarians for them. That's not going to happen. Okay. Rio. 15 gold. Maritime. Silver. Silver's cool, but I'm probably going to get silver from... Where was it? Which city-state said they'd give me silver? I don't know. Okay. We'll see. Let's just uncover this fog of war over here. Okay. England announces to the world that it is now protecting Rio de Janeiro. I'm not going to protect them. They're too far away, and I don't want to get too involved with them. Okay. Let's keep unlocking the fog of war. This settler should move over here. Okay. Mombasa no longer needs your help. Where's Mombasa again? Somewhere here. Yeah, I think this encampment's been cleared now. Yeah. Oh, barbarian galley. In vanilla, the galleys used to have ranged attack, but now they're only melee. So that's not going to harm me. It's fine. I'll build another farm here. I know I did say I'd build mines here, but Stockholm would starve if I worked those mines instead of these farms. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Constantinople growing pretty fast. Okay, let's build a farm here. Keep exploring. Let's see. May adopt social policies. This is why I love playing culturally. You just get to whiz down those social policy branches. I'm definitely going to go with representation. Each city you found will increase the cultural cost of policies by 33% less than normal. Also starts the golden age. So I'm going to be making a lot more gold for the next 10 turns or so. And I'm about to found another city, so I want to do this before I found this city. The alternative is meritocracy, which gives you +1 happiness for each city you own that is connected to the capital city by a road. I don't have any roads yet, so that's not going to be very useful just yet. Okay, so I start a golden age. I'm making 18 gold instead of 9, because it gives you golden ages give you a huge boost to production, culture, and gold. It says, while in a golden age, every tile in your empire that produces at least 1 gold produces an extra 1 gold. Cities gain 20% production, and empire-wide cultures increase by 20%. So in 14 turns, I'll have my next one, hopefully. Probably more than 14 turns because my golden age ends in 10 turns. But anyway, that's excellent. So I'm gonna want to build some roads pretty soon. That's the thing. When you have too many cities and not enough workers, it's a drawback. That's why I want the pyramids. Okay, so it's 4 turns away from here. I'd love to build a city here and get Karapatasi, but that's a bit too close to Constantinople. We'll see how it goes. Horses from Kathmandu. Losing grasp on Singapore. It sucks. That's okay. I have dyes, and they're not giving me culture or anything. I don't mind losing them. So these guys have given me horses. I don't need my horses now. The AI is pretty stupid. I'm going to abuse them. And I'm going to sell horses. Oh, I can't sell anything. I can't sell strategic resources that my city-state ally has given me. I forgot. Okay. Forget about that. Württemberg requires your assistance against invading barbarians. Okay, there's barbarians around. That's too far away. Can't help you. Sorry. Let's keep exploring. So now I've pretty much unlocked most of the fog of war west of Stockholm. I might want to look to the seas next. See what's going on. Might be some nice islands. Oh look, Byzantinians have a settler. Probably gonna expand somewhere here. That's okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they jacked Karapatasi before me. It's closer to them. But nothing a nice conquest won't solve. There we go. Wittenberg is in awe of you. Why is that? We'll see. There was a quest, that's for sure. The priesthood of Wittenberg are moved by your piety. They shun the inferior faith of other civilizations, and your influence over them has increased by 40. That's because I made the most faith at a certain amount in 30 turns. So now they're giving me +2 faith. You're receiving 2 faith per turn from them. Once I reach 200 faith, I can get a great profit, and then I can found a religion. So these guys are worth allying. I'm 20 away from becoming their ally. If I give them 250 gold, I'll get 20 influence, but then I won't be their ally for long. Should I give them 500 gold? I can wait next turn, I'll get 500 gold and get 45 influence with them, and that'll make them my ally, and then I can get 4 faith from them. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. Next thing to research, I'll go trapping, just for the sake of finishing off the ancient era. I could construct a camp. Not that there are any camps, nothing that needs a camp nearby. But circus is a very useful building, and if you have horses nearby, you can build a circus that gives you +2 happiness, so that's nice. Okay. So, this is an interesting little scenario here. This archer is on a tile that has forest, plains, hill, and river. Now, if I was, say, in this tile right here, it says jungle and river, I would not be able to attack this this enemy archer. That's because there would be this tile and this tile obstructing my line of sight. Archers by default have 2 range in attack. So I can attack anything in this tile, anything in this tile. But because I'm in a hill, I also... this is difficult to explain. Because I'm on a hill, rough terrain does not obstruct my line of sight. Hills negate rough terrain. I think to better explain this, I should move off the hill and show you what I mean. Because I'm on the hill, I don't have any penalties, and I can still attack 2 tiles in every direction. But now I'm going to move off the hill. See, this is only forest, plains, and river. Next turn, I'll show you that I can only attack 1 tile because I'm, surrounded by rough terrain. So, holding the hills for your ranged units is a very important thing that you need to keep in mind. And using terrain to your advantage is very important, just like in any strategy game, really. Wittenberg wants Mombasa bullied. Where's Mombasa? It's pretty far away. I'm not going to march an army all the way there to bully them. We'll see. The Vatican City seeks China. That's not too difficult. China should be somewhere over here. Okay, if I can discover China, I'll get a boost with the Vatican. Okay. Okay. Now you see what I mean? When I was on this hill over here, I could attack 2 tiles, so I could attack this tile and this tile. Whereas now I cannot attack this tile, for example, which is 2 tiles away, but because there's this forest obstructing my view, I can't attack here. There's a forest here, a jungle here, and a jungle here. That means I can't attack here, 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 or here. So rough terrain is a big obstacle that you need to learn how to overcome, especially when you're sieging an enemy city, because they can stop your catapults and trebuchets and your ranged units from attacking the city if there's forests or jungles or hills in the way. And rough terrain, as I mentioned earlier, is anything that contains forests, jungles, or hills. So I'm going to move to this hill right here again, just to it adds protection and stuff, and I can still pepper these archers over here. Okay. So the Vatican wants you to find the lands of China, and they want me to have the most culture. And in 9 turns, I will have the most culture. So I'm in a very good position to become their ally. So if I ally the Vatican, they're going to give me a nice culture, a nice faith boost. And if I ally Wittenberg, which I'm not too far away from doing, I'll get a nice boost from them as well. I might as well ally them now, actually. 500 allied. Okay. So I have until, call it 20-something turns, and then I won't be allies with them anymore. But by then I should have enough gold to renew my alliance. So now I'm making 5 faith per turn, and I need 200 faith to form a religion. So I'm doing pretty good now. I might actually beat Ethiopia to the first religion in the game. Okay. So I'm allied with Wittenberg. China seeks... Vatican seeks China. The leaders of Wittenberg have been keeping an eye on the prosperity of other city-states and want you to keep their rivals in check. They want me to demand tribute from Mombasa. Here's a nice feature in the expansion. You can ask for tribute, and you could only do that if you have a strong military presence within the borders of that city-state, or if you have the strongest military in the game. Piss off. So, at the moment, they don't fear me. So I don't have any military units nearby, so they don't feel like they need to give me tribute. So that can't happen. But basically, you can take 95 gold or enslave a worker. And the 95 gold increases with each era. So if I was in the, say, classical era, I think it'd be like 100-something gold rather than 95 gold. Okay. Next turn. Oh, look at this. Attack, or what is this? Okay. No longer friends with Singapore, -2 happiness. That's okay, I'm still at 13 happiness, and then eventually I'll have salt here, so that's cool. 1, 2, 3. Ah, damn it, this banana's just out of range. I'll have to build a city somewhere here. Yeah, this is good. Helsinki, capital of Finland. Okay. Helsinki has been founded. Let's build a monument, like I like to do. Alrighty. I might skip out on this and go for mines. I'll send my worker to this town, build a mine, and then by then I'll probably have already finished the pyramids anyway. But anyway, still might be worth it. Okay. Let's move in and see if we can clear out these camps here. Okay. Finish building this farm on this wheat farm here. That's nice. So in 8 turns, this will be 3 population. Where do I want to? Yeah, I can build a camp on this. Give me a nice food bonus. Alright. This guy's up to no good. That's why I was building an archer in this one, in case he tries anything funny. Looks like another civilization. I think this is Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. Let's build another archer. Why not? Okay. Oh, I'm 2 turns away from trapping. Construct a camp. Okay, let's go build a pasture here. Let's hold the hills. Next turn. "13 turns away from the pyramids." That's pretty cool. And notice how I jumped up in score now that I have 3 cities. That's just shows how the score system works. Okay, let's construct a mine here, and eventually I'll be working this tile. Okay. There we go. Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon.
Tapshima etemuata
Funny man.
minuteres.
Let's see what he has. He has ivory and marbles. Well, can't trade with him just yet. I could probably give him the extra spices that I'll be getting when I take this tile. I can't buy it just yet because it's too expensive, but I don't think Adrianaple's gonna get this. Okay. Let's finish this off. Okay. Construct a pasture. That will give me 4 horses, which I can sell or use once I get horseback riding. And once I have a pasture here, I can build a circus, which will give me +2 happiness. Alrighty. Let's keep an eye on Addis Ababa. If I could just buy these 3 tiles here, I could seal off anyone from... Okay. I've entered the classical era now that I've finished every single technology over here. Okay. I could probably go for construction to get composite bowmen, but I'd rather go for horseback riding. Stables. Stables are awesome. Very good building if you have tons of horses or sheeps around. And horsemen. Horsemen's a great unit too. Okay, so I'll go for that. Let's keep exploring. Hopefully I can find China for the Vatican. Let's fire on these archers. Okay. Let's see. So I'm getting +1 culture from here. This is a great city, honestly. If I build a granary here, I get +1 food from the deer and +1 food from the wheat, which is awesome. I have 2 horses, so if I build a stables, which is unlocked with horseback riding, I get +1 production from this tile and this tile. So this is a great city. This was a great position, great location. I've got hills here, here, and here. It's a river with lots of grassland. This is going to be amazing. Okay. This city's great too. I mean, there's salt, spices, stones. Okay. How's Stockholm doing? Okay, next turn. Golden Age finishes in 3 turns. Ethiopia beat me. Damn it. We'll see what they took now. Yeah, it's way too easy for Ethiopia to get the first religion. I mean, you can't really compete with them if they put their mind to it. Oh, I'm blocked off here. There's a mountain. Okay. Guess I'll just have to kill them off. Hold on. Let's go to religion overview and see what beliefs it took. So Ethiopia has Christianity, and that's the only religion in the world. 1 city follows that religion. Beliefs. Let's see what he took. Peace-loving. +1 happiness for every 5 followers of this religion. Good, that's not what I wanted to take. And their follower is mosques. Mosques are pretty awesome. Use faith to purchase mosques. +3 faith. +2 culture, and I think it's +1 happiness. That's not what I wanted to take, so we're still safe. Hopefully I can ally the Vatican pretty soon and and keep these guys as my allies and get the second religion before Theodora. Okay, Quebec City requires justice over... Let's see what they say. Quebec City was bullied by Babylon recently, and they are looking for some way to bring this injustice to the attention of major world powers. If you denounce Babylon, they will be very grateful and reward you. Yes, I'll do that, but only after I finish. In 10 turns, I'll do that. So I'll pledge to protect, bring it up to 10 turns, bring it up to 10 influence, and then I'll denounce them, and that should make me friends with them. Then I can get some food from them, since they're a maritime nation. Okay. Let's heal up. Helsinki has grown. Okay, that's fine. 6 more turns, and then I can get my last social policy and finish. I've been informed that my armies have taken tribute from... You will pay for this, you bastard. Damn it! 9 turns away. Beat me to the pyramids, and that sucks balls, because in 4 turns I'm not going to be allied with Kathmandu anymore. That sucks so hard. That bummed me out. Man. You know what? Let's just ruffle Ponzor, the Ethiopians, and build an army. Spearmen. Your golden age has ended. What other wonders are still lying around? Stonehenge plus 5 faith. Yeah, that's a cool one. I might get that soon, because when I finish meritocracy and I finish off the Liberty branch, I get a free great person of my choice. Venice seeks a great scientist. Yeah, that was a scout that was here. He got killed. That's okay. These guys want a great scientist. It's fine. Okay. Finish production. Let's see. Build another mine here. Why not? On the bright side, after finishing, after being robbed of the pyramids, I did get a ton of gold, so I can buy tiles or upgrade units if this guy decides to attack me. We'll see. I don't think he's going to attack me. This deal strengthened our nations and our bonds of friendship. Shall we renew this deal and continue our shared prosperity? Absolutely. Perfect. So now I can... Excellent. Now I can stay as friends with Kathmandu. I'll give them another gift. 500? 500 is fine. Yeah. 107 now. That's no, I should be allied with them for a while. And as soon as I find China, these guys are going to become my allies. It's just that's been halted. I probably should have gave these guys 250 and those guys 250. Meh. Okay. Let's build a camp here. Mine. Yeah, impressed the Vatican. I'm now friends with them. Okay. Let's keep hitting these guys. Mombasa desires ivory. Who has I think Venice is not too far away from ivory. I think England had ivory.
Hello again.
And they had copper.
Go on.
Who had ivory? Ah, this guy. Well, this guy is not going to be very nice to me now because I was protecting Quebec, and then I told him that he'd pay for this for bullying them. Okay. Let's build a camp. That should give me +1 production. Okay. Next turn. That's another archer. Let's check our demographics and see how I'm doing in terms of military. That's not too good. He has almost twice the army that I have. I do have the most land. I'm expanding faster than anyone else. I'll just keep the units coming. Another archer. I like archers. They're pretty solid. Especially the composite archers, and then which get upgraded to crossbowmen. After horseback riding, I should probably go for mathematics, get some catapults up and attack this guy. Oh, look, he's building the hanging gardens. I can see here. That's excellent. So if I can wait till he finishes that, and then I'll just take Addis Ababa from him, and then I'll have a free wonder. Let's cross the river. You never want to attack across the river if you can help it, because it gives you a minus 20% to your attack modifier. So I'm just gonna cross the river. Actually, I don't have to do that. Just heal up and let the archer do the work. Okay. How's this looking? Okay, that's fine. Camp here will be okay. And yep. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's a barbarian spearman here. To move my worker out of range of that spearman, because if I keep him working on this mine over here, he's just going to march in there and steal him, and I don't have any military units around to defend him. So anyway, don't like these Ethiopian units around here. They're probably just coming to hunt down this encampment. Is there a mission somewhere for this encampment? Let's check. Nope. Okay. Don't want to attack across the river. I don't know if I already said this. I'm recording on a different session now. But I'm going to cross this river and see if I can get some hurt on this guy. You never want to attack across the river because it gives you a minus 20% combat modifier to the amount of damage you do. So if you're trying to defend, try and force the enemy across the river. Anyway, I may now adopt a policy. Let's finish off the Liberty Social Policy tree. When I do that, it says adopting all policies in the Liberty tree will grant a free great person of your choice near the capital. And I'm obviously going to go for an engineer, because great engineers, let's just read this out. Great engineers can construct a special manufacturing improvement, which is nice, but when work provides a lot of production for a city. Okay, but the great engineer can also hurry production of a unit, building, or wonder, underline wonder here, in a city. The great engineer is expended when used in either of these ways. I'm going to use the great engineer to build something nice and juicy. Let's open up the tech tree. I'm probably going to go for the Great Wall of China here, the Great Wall, because it says enemy land units must expend 1 extra movement per tile inside your territory. Provides walls for free in the city in which it was built, and upon discovering dynamite, it becomes obsolete. That's fine, but it gives +3 culture, which is nice, and it's one of those buildings that really stops your enemies from like making any sort of push into your territory. So what I plan on doing is probably not going to expand any more west. Like, this is my 3rd city. I'm most likely going to build a city here, maybe a city or 2 here, maybe 1 here, but nothing west of Helsinki. And then I should be able to seal off this entire area and have my own peninsula over here, and that should be awesome. And then I can just probably have like 6 or 7 cities, grow them a lot, and then I'll be set. And then just spread my religion like crazy and play culturally and see where it goes from there. Anyway, finished horseback riding, so now I can build a stables in Sigtuna. I'm gonna go for engineering next, so it forces me to go through construction first, so I can get engineering and build the Great Wall of China. Alright, I'm gonna attack this archer and finish off this warrior. Okay, it's fine. This spearman unit's gonna be annoying and gonna destroy my plantation now. That's what they do. Definitely has to be a barbarian encampment somewhere around here, so I'm gonna have to chase that down now. Yep, as expected. They damaged my plantation, so my happiness went down. Let's just finish him off. Alrighty. I always like to check my demographics early on in the game. I could probably get another unit off. Be a good idea. Go for horsemen, why not? This is the target right here. Should be cool because I can put a catapult here, here, and here, and they can all fire at the same time. Lots of flat ground, so nothing to obscure my line of sight for my war machines. Okay. He's probably going to take this now. That's okay. Helsinki has grown. I need a worker here to start getting some improvements up. This guy's finished. Let's upgrade him to Shock 2. And just move him into the hills so you can have some line of sight. Also, if you have any units on hills, it gives you one extra tile of line of sight. So you can see further, so it makes some good scouts. If you have any scouts, put them on hills and they can see further away than if they were on flat ground. Okay. Next turn. Yeah, we know. Okay. China wants to be friends with me. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, why not? I just hope she's enemies with Babylon and hopefully Ethiopia as well. Because I do intend to kill off Ethiopia, and Babylon's probably gonna get very pissed off at me once I denounce him for that city-state. Awesome. So I got to the camp before the enemy. Okie doke. What can I improve here? I'm gonna build another pasture here, and then after this archer's out, I'm gonna build stables. Next turn. $156. I need 200, and I'm making 7 per turn to make a great profit. That should be okay. Should be able to rush a religion before Theodora, hopefully. Okay, let's just repair that plantation. Heal up this archer. Get this guy over here. Okay. Next turn. She's friends with Theodora. Okay, so everyone's friends with we're all having a gangbang, aren't we? Okay. Friends with China. Everything changes once, once they get paranoid for some reason. Quebec City searches for science. Okay, so I have a pretty good chance at allying Quebec City as well now, because, well, it depends on how much science the other guys are making. But I'm at 10 influence with them. When I should denounce Babylon now. If I denounce them now, it should give me another 10 or 20, I think, influence. Where's Nebuchadnezzar? Okay. What brings you here today? Well, I'm here to denounce you, sir. Announces to the world that this leader is not to be trusted and a menace to the rest of civilization. Doing so will anger this leader, but may also earn you a little trusted friendship of his or her enemies. And his or her enemies happen to be Quebec City. Okay, so next turn I'll get a nice little boost to them. Hopefully the other civilizations aren't very fond of Nebuchadnezzar, so they won't frown upon what I just did. Okay, the foremost intellectuals of Quebec City seek closer relationships with civilization and quickly uncovers new scientific discoveries. So this is similar to the culture quest, but they want me to get the most amount of unlocked technologies to get a boost with them, so that should be my priority. Okay, let's build a pasture here. Pretty sure there has to be a barbarian encampment somewhere around here. I've spoken to the other leaders about you. They need to know you're not to be trusted. So they've denounced me in return. So it's kind of, you're with me or against me, I guess. So they're either going to hate me or like... Thing is, I'm friends with Theodora, so she might not like him for doing that. Okay, so Babylon denounced for Quebec City. Awesome, so now we're friends. And they've given me, because we're friends now, they give me some food and +2 happiness. Okay, and I've just repaired this sugar plantation. Okay, let's just check what's down here. Yep, there it is. I knew it. Barbarian encampment discovered. Okay. Friends with Quebec. These guys want a great admiral. That's not going to happen soon. Archer finished. Let's build stables. Stables will give me +15% production when building mountain units. And I'll get +1 production from horses and cattle. And I have 2 horses here already in my sphere of influence, or my cultural borders, sorry, and cattle not too far away. So I'll build stables. That should be a good investment. Let's go and build a farm here. Why not? Heal up. Okay. With such a weak army, it's a surprise your empire hasn't succumbed to a barbarian invasion. You'll pay for this in time, you bastard. They always talk shit. AI. Never back it up.
Mathematics is the game.
Okay, so I have math. Construction is next. That's okay. So I'm gonna build a catapult here, even though it says it's gonna take 25 turns. It's okay. I need to get some siege equipment. I don't want him to spread Christianity too fast now. So I have to attack him fairly soon. Next turn. Your little friend, the Vatican City, is so easy to push around. They gave into our tribute, and I don't believe you are in a position to do anything about it. You will pay for this, sir. He's hostile now. If you just scroll over hostile, it says why he's hostile. You have no contested borders, that's a plus, but they mistreated your protected city-states, and you didn't look the other way. Obviously, I wasn't going to do that. We've denounced him, and they have denounced us. So, things aren't looking too good between me and him, but on the bright side, me and him are pretty far away. We have like 3 city-states between us. He's not going to be too much of an issue, hopefully. Okay, the Vatican desires jewelry. Oh. You know, if I'd allied these guys, they have jewelry. Don't have the gold, unfortunately. And they don't. Their only quest is to get salt. I could do that fairly soon, but that wouldn't make me their ally, so that's not so good. Anyway. Not too far from a great prophet. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my friendship with these guys. If only I could if only my scout hadn't died over here. I was about to find China. Probably should build a scout next. "15 turns to my next social policy. Goodie. This is an awesome spot for a city too, but I don't want to get too far ahead, I guess. I don't want to overextend. Oh, now I'm losing grasp on Wittenberg. Not good. Okay, finish the farm here. Build a mine. Let's hit these guys. Ruins. Hopefully I can get something nice there. Better line of sight over here. Okay. Yeah, I need a worker here, that's for sure. If only I'd gotten that. Sorry. He wants to become friends with me, but I tend to attack him, and if you attack friends, everyone just thinks you're a dick, so I'm not going to do that. I'd rather stay neutral for now. No longer friends with the Vatican, so I just lost 2 faith. It was 7 per turn, now it's 5 per turn. That's okay. I'm not too far away from a religion. Shock. I hate this auto unit cycle thing. Let me see if I can. I think it's already off. Where is it? Interface options. Auto unit cycle is off. I just hate when that happens. Okay. Let's attack this encampment. And finished the pasture here. Yeah, let's just move this worker over here. He's more needed over there. Okay. Next turn. An unmet player has entered the medieval era. Oh, someone's gunning it. How am I doing in terms of literacy? 18% is my value. The top is 20%. I'm not too far behind. Let's attack this encampment again. Okay. Okay, that's fine. One more turn till this city grows, and then probably gonna end up working one of these pastures. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do. I have 11 horses here, or 4 horses rather. I'm gonna sell some horses to China. Hopefully she has the gold for it. Yes. Give me the gold. It's usually 7. Yes. 7 gold per turn for 5 horses, and I still have 4 left. That's good. That should allow me to rack up some gold, and then I can re-ally Wittenberg, hopefully. Okay, just finished horses here. Catapult. Okay. Time to change up my priorities. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to sacrifice some culture and gold and go for more production. Rush this thing. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm gonna build a road from Stockholm to Sigtuna, just to make my units move faster in between them. Okay, Helsinki has grown for population. Yeah, I definitely need a worker here. None of these tiles are improved. I'm missing out on production in gold. This has also grown, and they've chosen to work this. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Your influence with Wittenberg has decreased. Okay, so now I'm only making 3 culture per turn. Luckily, I'm at 218 faith, and the minimum required for great profit is 200, so any turn now I should have a great profit. Okay, probably should heal up here, so I don't die when I take this. Okay, I'll take my horseman over here. Okay, next turn. Kathmandu longs for culture. Oh, that can be solved, don't worry about that. 30 turns. That should be just in time to keep them as allies. I'm definitely making the most culture per turn. Your declaration of friendship with Byzantium is running course and need to be renewed. Yeah, I'm going to renew my friendship with this Tartar.
Μέλημα.
That will work. May a strong friendship lead to the flourishing of our empires. Okay. There's 2 ways of making roads. I like to do it manually. If you're lazy, you can just go Route 2 mode and then click on the city where you want to make a road, make a road network. So I'm just going to do that actually. So I've clicked. So now the worker will automatically build roads all the way until Sigtuna, until these 2 cities are connected by road. In the next, I'm going to end this at turn 100, I think. In the next video, I'm going to explain. I'm going to go over trade routes and how roads and trade routes work. Okay, let's swap these 2. Okay, 25 gold, nice. Next turn. If I build a pasture here, I get +1 production. She's happy that I'm friends with Byzantium. Good. Maybe we can get an alliance going on. Byzantium, China, and I.
3 things are to be looked to in a building. That it stand on the right spot, that it be securely founded, that it be successfully executed.
Okay, so that's construction. Construction's cool because now I can upgrade all my archers. But I'm going to save my gold for now. I don't need to do that just yet. Might have to re-ally someone by sending them a gift of gold. We'll see how it goes. As for now, I'm just going to hold on to my gold, and I'm going to go with engineering for the Great Wall. I've noticed that you become friends with Byzantium. Yeah, your days are numbered, Haley. Theodora's finished Stonehenge, and that's because she wants the extra faith to get a religion going. Yeah. She's probably going to steal the beliefs I want if she gets a religion first. Okay. This is promoted. Forest, grassland. Let's go for drill. Drill is the opposite of shock. It just gives you plus 15% in rough terrain. So that's hills, forest, or jungle. Okay. Theodora finished. I'm gonna heal up over here. Next turn. Losing grasp on Quebec. Singapore. Oh, perfect. Singapore targets a nearby encampment. I should definitely go for that now. Just hope Haile Selassie doesn't decide to attack me while I'm sending everything I've got over there. I don't need everything. I'm just 2 archers are usually enough to take out an encampment. So I'll just stick to that. I'll keep this guy here. Okay, so this kill that barbarian, and I unlock the map around. Okay. So Singapore wants me to take out this encampment. That should make me friends with them. And then if I unlock salt over here, I'll become allies with them. And then if I become allies with them, I'll get jewelry. And then if I get jewelry, the Vatican's going to get happy because they want jewelry too. They want you to connect jewelry to your trade network. Okay, so that's the plan for my next session at least. I'll play for another 2 more turns. Heal up. Also, units heal up much faster when they're inside a city or inside your borders. faster in a city, faster in your borders, within your borders, as compared to outside of your borders, and the slowest rate of healing is when you're in enemy territory. Okay, so these guys are on their way over there. The Colossus has been built. That's a pretty useful. Colossus would have been awesome if I had built it in this. Oh, perfect. I'm a great person here. The world's most progressive people. Okay, so this is basically a breakdown of how many social policies each civilization has. So I have 7. A lot of people have 7, so that's cool. A great prophet has been born in the city of Stockholm. Okay, so now I can found a religion. I'll do that in a second. What does Rio de Janeiro want? They are giving me the science quest. They want the most scientific unlocks in 30 turns. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Wittenberg had a quest for me, but they canceled that. Yeah, as I was saying, the Colossus is a nice wonder. Let's see what it does again, just to be sure. Where was it? +1 gold from water tiles worked by the city, and also +5 gold in one culture. So this could have been an awesome spot for the Colossus if I built it in a city over here. That's okay. You have to prioritize. Okay, found a religion. So I'm gonna go for a religion now. What to choose? Let's go Taoism. Why not? Found a belief. Ceremonial burial. This is definitely what I'm gonna go for because I intend to spread my religion, and it gives you +1 happiness for each city following this religion. So if I have, say, like 10, 15 cities with Taoism, I'm gonna change it. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Let's call it butcherism. Yeah, let's go with that. Ceremonial burial, +1 happiness for each city following this religion. That's nice. Follower belief, I'm going to go with something cultural. Pagodas are usually awesome. +2 happiness, +2 culture, yeah, definitely pagodas are the best. Found religion. Butcherism has been founded. Okay. Now the next prophet's going to take a while if I don't ally with Wittenberg and, what do you call them? The Vatican. So I'm just going to have to send these guys a gift now. It makes me allies with them again. Okay. So it's +5 per turn now. Let's move this horse back. Okay, in 7 turns time, hopefully I'll have engineering unlocked, and then I can rush it with my great engineer and get the Great Wall up, and that should make troop movement of my enemies a lot slower through my territory. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. Okay, and in 8 turns, hopefully I'll unlock salt, and I can build salt for Singapore. Okay, I guess I'll just end it here. And stay tuned for part 3.